I'm Andrew Solomon. I've been doing rule of law internationally for now 25 years. I got my start at ABA Sealy in 2001. My path there really began as an area specialist, specializing in the Soviet Union and then former Soviet Union and its transitions. Not as a lawyer, but it was my work in that region on the transitions where I appreciated the importance of law to political, economic reform, and democratization. So I went to law school to learn the tools of the trade, to contribute to transitions in this part of the world. Again, also getting some practical lawyering experience in the US, which is still very relevant to doing this internationally. So perfect place for me to start was ABA Sealy, which I think we now can look back to as having laid a strong foundation in those early years of the transition in Central Eastern Europe and even elsewhere in the now former Soviet Union, developing the legal and the constitutional frameworks to support judicial independence. And while that region experienced considerable democratic backsliding that I think we're all familiar with and probably did not expect, some of the foundations that US and ABA and others built over 20 years provided the resiliency for judges, lawyers, prosecutors to hold the line. And we've seen some successes where there had been backsliding that we now see reverses. So what we also see and didn't expect is the rule of law that we promoted abroad came under attack at home. And I think we are not only well suited to see the signs of that backsliding and the implications for people's everyday lives, their rights. We are also well suited to engage in the similar work that we did abroad to do it at home. So my message to those on the front lines in the United States, particularly our judges, but also lawyers and law firms, is do not hide behind your robes, your titles. Learn to make coalitions, learn to communicate effectively about what you do. And by effectively, I mean plain language. Speak to people in the language that they use in their daily lives. It's not easy to connect a lot of these principles that we hold, so fundamental to our profession, but it must be done.